Hello, good afternoon everyone. Let me express myself. My name is Dian Krishna Wayudi, a student of Master Degree in Electrical Engineering from the Catholic University Atmajaya in Jakarta. This paper has title Optimization of SCADA Systems in a Remote Area by using DDM6000 and Tracking Tier 3 case study in Papua. So let's start. The paper outline in consists of introduction and also the purpose, the basic RTS and operating of the electric power systems, scope and objective of the works, design and the proposed SCADA systems, research, method and result, topology, architecture, design and analysis, conclusion and remarks. So here we go for the introduction or the purpose. The background research is due to the absence of adequate tools for monitoring and control for any disrupting or outages, the difficulties in determining the location of the substation affected by the disturbance. The objective of this paper is to provide the design and installation of SCADA in a remote area, especially for the electricity power system in a remote area. The fundamental designing of RTS is same with designing radio link in common as usage of carrier frequency, power of the transceiver, the characteristic of the antenna, feed loss in both TX and RX, distance of to reach and receiver sensitivity, dynamic range, also the noise, the thermal contribution and power margin. So the basic RTS and operating of the electric power systems can be illustrated to the Fresnel zone. Here, you know that the two towers on the hill, also we put P exactly on the middle, and the distance between tower 1 and tower 2 is called D. The basic formula FSL. FSL stands for free space loss equals to 32.45 plus 20 log F plus 20 log D. The PRX is receive power in dBm equals to PTX plus GTX minus FSL plus GRX or plus M. The PTX is transmitter output power, the GTX is transmitter antenna gain, the GRX is receiver antenna gain. Also, we can also calculate the PER, bit error rate. The formula can be seen in this page. The scope of and objective of the works. The scope is the optimization design of the technical support for the state electricity company to overcome the disturbances in a remote area, and the devices needed are SCADA DTM6000, Hytera tracking tier 3. In here the model number is DS6211 or tracking light, and the software coverage prediction, NMS software to monitor the MSO, BTS tracking to transmit the data from DTM6000 to the control room, software DWS to provide the dispatching data, so system can predict the disturbance located area in a short time. The objective of this paper is to make the operator company or user easier to overcome the disturbance that arise, and it can support and assist the operational staff in overcoming these disturbances. Finally, they might be able to provide the action repairing or to solving the problem as well as to minimize the operation cost. The principle of SCADA system. As we know, SCADA stands for Supervisory Control and Data Acquisition. Usually consists of SMI, RTU, several measuring sensors, computer-based system for data collection, communication infrastructure, and the PLC, with the main function as follows. Data acquisition is the process of receiving data from the equipment in the field. And then data conversion is the process of converting data from the field into a standard format. And then data processing is analyzing data received to be reported to the operator. And then supervisory control to allow the operator to control the equipment in the field. And tagging allows the operator to place certain information on certain equipment. And here is the SCADA modem provided by Hytera Communication Corporate Limited. Here's the specification of DTM 6000. The frequency range include VHF, USF1 and USF2. So we can see here that the frequency range is wide. So it can be used in any frequency which depend depend on its area. The power of the DTM 6000 up to 25 watt. You can see the dimension here, very compact. Also the weight less than 2000 gram, which is only 1900 gram. The operating voltage 10 to 30 volt DC, and the IP rating is IP40 standard. Here's the picture of the DTM 6000. As we can see here, this device actually has the Ethernet port, IP, also the serial port, also have the Wi-Fi antenna, also the RF antenna. So this device, can be connected through either IP or serial or Wi-Fi or RF. And this is the picture of the DS6211 or tracking light. The capacity, also the coverage is large. The power up to 50 watt. Also can cover VHF, USF1, USF2, USF3, and USF5. Can support up to 8 carrier per base station. Very convenient. Has the IP interface, provide the AC or DC power, and 19-inch standard rack design. So it's can be mobile to anywhere very easy. And here is the specification of the DS6211. Yeah. Then what I need to emphasize here, and because this operating frequency is very wide, so it can be used anywhere, depend on the frequency allocated on each area. And the key component of DTM 6211, number one is the repeater RD98XS. This repeater actually can support multi-mode operation, which can work in different modes such as DMR conventional mode, MPT mode, DMR tracking mode, analog simulcast mode, and digital simulcast mode. The design and the proposed SCADA system. Okay, we continued. The key component beside the repeater also has the dispatching system. This dispatching system, why this is needed? So because the dispatching system can offer system communication management, including individual call, group call, short message, and enhanced functions such as emergency call, call priority, and call status, voice recording, and message log, which provide customers more operation choices. The DWS or dispatch workstation also offering the automatic vehicle location AVL, as we know that the Hytera DTM 6000 actually has the GPS feature. So whenever the DTM 6000 code still can be monitored from the control system. This function based in online and or offline digital map to tracking the radius. Besides that, where we use the ranking system, because the ranking system also has the NMS function. NMS stands for Network Management System. This feature allows to the user to configure management, alarm report, authority management, and the performance statistic. Also SNMP, like the management protocol. Also can adopt CS structure to support multi-user operation in complex and large network. Also the NMS system allow the user or operators to do the OTAP. OTAP stands for over-the-air programming. If the update firmware needed, the workers not necessary to come to the site directly because it can be programmed through the air. So they just sit in the office and then do the program remotely. And here is the research method and result. First, we need to identify the problem and then we go to the basic theory, then to formulate the hypothesis first, and in the same time after that, looking for and develop which instrument can do the proper solution, and we do the sample. In the same time, we test the instrument in the lab and then collect the data where the base station will be put, and then after that we analyze the data and finally we do the report. Here is the topology, architecture, design and analysis. So actually in the remote area, when they have the remote station, which is substation, and then we put the SCADA modem there, also the RTU, all the information inside the subsystem there can be read in the SCADA modem. So from the SCADA modem transmit to the BTS trunking light, and then from the BTS trunking light through the IP transmit to the control room. It is very possible and very convenient when the telecommunication infrastructure still not available or still not available in the remote area. From the base station transfer to the control room through the gateway, and then we put SCADA server there and also the NMS. So NMS NMS itself is to monitor the network, and also from the NMS when the trouble comes can be shown there. So the employee or the workers or the operator can determine location exactly. And here's the coverage area software. The software actually to predict how far from the BTS can reach the remote station there. Why this software used? Because we can do the coverage area very efficient. No need to install so many BTS there. By using this software, the user can put as minimized as possible for the BTS. And this is the conclusion and remarks. The technical design and the installation of SCADA system has been proposed by employees of the devices SCADA DTM 6000, Hytera ranking tier 3, which is used the DS 6211 or tracking light, and software coverage prediction, NMS software for monitoring MSO, BTS ranking for DTM 6000, also the software DWS dispatch workstation to provide the dispatching data. The data such as the amount of current, voltage and the frequency can be recorded easily. The obstacles such as lying cables or fiber optic cable, difficult terrain to obtain. The location of the disturbances can be solved or can be overcome easily, making it easier to control the interference. The BTS is very useful in remote area where the telecommunication network infrastructure is still inadequate because it can cover a wide coverage area, theoretically up to 21 kilometers, with radio trunking base station. Okay, I think enough. Thank you for your attention.